If you are at a place where you're like, man, I was doing so well managing my finances, but now you have fallen off your budget, you have not been tracking your expenses, you're scared to look at your bank account because you're like, oh God, well, I don't want to see the damage, and you are trying to get yourself back on track, especially before the new month, the new year, the new week, whatever, then this is the video for you. I am going to be talking about how to get back on track when you have kind of fallen off, but you just need to reel it back in. If that is something that you're here for, then just go ahead and stay tuned. If this is your very first time here, my name is Jasmine, aka Budget Treasures, and here on my channel I talk about all things finance with the emphasis on budgeting, saving money, and paying off debt. If you are a returning bestie, hey girl, hey, welcome back to yet another video. So let's go ahead and get into it. I first want to say, I know I missed the video, you guys. I have been so busy, like work has been having me really working all day long, and I'm exhausted when I get off, and then I have I'm just trying to spend time with my daughter and just all these things, and I am really overwhelmed for the month, but it's okay because I have to reel it back in, and I have to I really want to do the 12 days of Christmas videos that I want to do with you guys. So I am back. I haven't left. It's just that I've been so busy. I haven't even been posting on social media. I have to get back in touch with the winner who won the last giveaway. Trust me, I'm gonna reach out back to you. But it has just been crazy busy, and I think the bulk of it is kind of over. So just FYI on why I have been a little bit missing for like the past week or week and a half, something like that. But I definitely miss you guys. So I have done a little pre-work. So I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not, because I was like, oh my God, the besties they're gonna get me. So yes, that is me. I have been off. I haven't been following the budget. I have not been tracking my expenses. I was scared to check my bank account, not even gonna lie. I have really been into the season and just really trying to stay above water. So what I'm gonna do is, in this particular budget, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna jump back on track and make sure that I'm not taking a loss in anything, or I'm not missing anything, any bills or anything like that. So the very first thing that you want to do, if this is you want to just go ahead and bite the bullet, look at your bank account and see where you are, see what you have been spending your money on, and if you have gotten to a place where you are kind of like in a negative space, then you are going to have to look at your budget at a whole and see where can you cut back. And that's what we're going to be doing today. Okay, so I have my overview here, and this was my full-time paycheck that I got paid here. So the bills that I have coming up is my Capital One bill, the credit card. It was already paid with the last debt payment, but I want to continue on with my debt payments. So I'm going to be making a payment to the Capital One, and then I have the tax bill, life insurance, personal loan, car insurance, Hulu, and I'm going to pay this with the 22nd check. So I kind of have already kind of started, and I am going to write everything in, and then we'll come back after I complete the inflow total and then my bills that I have. ahead and talk about where I am. So for the rollover, I had $242.67, and then the paycheck amount came in at $1,222.75, like it always does, and I had an inflow of $1,465.42. Tithes paid out of that, mortgage paid out of that, Capital One credit card statement bill, or the minimum payment is $77. Tax bill is $50. Life insurance is $112.90. Personal loan is $133.72. Car insurance $147, and Hulu $299. So as I was writing down these bills and the amounts, I can tell you next year where I'm continuing to roll over, and I'm trying to pay off my debt. So all of these debts, I have a debt here that's $77. I have a debt here that's $50, and then I have a debt here that's $133.72. That is a total of $260.72 that I would have been able to hold to myself. And this is a motivator for me to keep on going. Like, I know that I can get rid of these debts once I pay them, and I won't, it'll be something that won't come out of my budget. So when you're doing your budgets, I know I'm kind of veering off, but when you do your budgets, make sure, if you are on a debt-free journey, always keep that at the forefront and center, because it's going to motivate you to really want to pay that debt off. At least it motivates me. So total fixed expenses, which are my bills, is $523.61. That's leaving me with a leftover of $941.81. So I'm going to bring that down here. $941.81. And then usually I take out for groceries, I take out for household, and I take out for gas, and then I take out for toiletries. I am stocked up on everything, so I really only have to take out for groceries. So groceries, I'm gonna do $200. I'm not gonna do toiletries. I'm not gonna do household, but then I am gonna do gas. So I'm not gonna, the good thing is that my driving is gonna be minimal. So I'm going to give myself $120 for that. And let's calculate what we have here. So 200, I should be able to calculate this in my head, right? 320. I was about to use a calculator. 320. Okay, and so now we're gonna take 941.81, and then I'm going to subtract $320. 621.81. So I am gonna skip sinking funds, okay? This is what I was talking about when I was saying, if you want to get back on track, some of the things that you can do. Take a look at your budget and see what can you eliminate. So I've already eliminated the household and the toiletries because I'm shopping my home. I'm gonna use everything that I have. And then when I come up to sinking funds, I'm looking at my normal sinking funds, and normally what I take out for sinking funds, I've already kind of looked at it and I said, okay, so I take out HOA, like all these things, and I can wait to start putting back into that bucket, into the sinking funds bucket. I don't have like a need to put anything. The only thing would be HOA, and what I'm gonna do with my HOA is I'm just gonna take from I'm just gonna save that to the next paycheck. Okay, now what I am going to contribute to is debt. And the minimum payment for debt is, let me go, I think it's 2 something. The minimum payment is $290.18, and I'm gonna put aside $145 for debt. So the leftover is $621.81. So 621 minus 145 equals 476.80. Let me see, 476.81. And then for savings, I'm probably gonna save, usually I save $80. I'm probably gonna save $76. Well, that's 80 bucks, right? So I'm going to save, so I want to have a good amount of money left over. I'm gonna save, I'm not gonna save anything right now. Okay, I'm gonna let my savings come out of my side hustle. So I'm gonna end with $476.81. This will be the leftover. And then any side hustle money that I make, I will save from that. This is pretty much how I'm gonna get myself back on track. Is I am going to forfeit or forego some of the things extra, and I'm only going to pay my bills, and I'm gonna eat and transportation. And then debt, I do want to contribute to debt because I really need to pay this credit card off. This is the Capital One credit card that you guys know I don't really like. So my goal is to still contribute to debt and still contribute to debt. And no saying, yeah, so I'll have $476.81 left over to go into the next paycheck. This is a way that I can feel more confident about the month because I have been off. So I feel like I am spending too much. I feel like, I know I'm not following the budget. I just feel in a space where I need to tighten up. And sometimes that's really how I go into no spends, because I'm like, I don't want to spend no money, and then I tighten up, and then I don't spend anything for like months, and that's not healthy, of course. And so, but I do love no spends. I love them. Which I will be starting in January again. So if you want to do a no spend, please join me. There are going to be a lot of people joining me for the no spend in January. So if you don't have the no spend workbook, I really encourage that you grab the no spend workbook. Let's get ready for September, God. Let's get ready for January. The 12 days of Christmas will be coming up. That's where I'm going to be getting my budget planners or my budget workbooks set up for the new year, my goals set up for the new year, savings challenges, like everything I'm doing, my financial plan, everything for 2024. That's going to be done during the 12 days of Christmas. So make sure that you guys stay tuned for that, and you're getting ready for your 2024. I'm super excited about it. And that is pretty much it. If you have any questions on how you can get back on track, I will say, one, you need to look at your bank account, okay? Forgive yourself, or just say, okay, let's get back on. What I don't want you to do is say, you know what, the month is already a wash, and just keep on going, because that's not going to be good. Just look at your bank account and say, okay, I know that I'm in the middle of the month, or I'm in the middle of a pay period. Still do the budget, still follow it as much as you can, so that in January, you're not starting off in such a bad place. I hope that was helpful and it wasn't all over the place. But yes, I'm not doing any sinking funds. I've minimized my cash envelopes. I'm still gonna be doing debt. I just really wish I didn't have this debt right here, but whatever, I digress. I will see you guys in the next video. Go be great. Peace out.